Hello, greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Dan the Wolfman from my MMA days. You know, MMA, combatives, it's all important to me. Please get combative in Street Jiu-Jitsu on BJJ Fanatics. Today, we're going to evaluate, is it fixed? Kept randomly locking back. The case, what it turns out, there is a major design flaw, and mine was an early one, so that matters too, but a major design flaw where there is a gate where a takedown pin of said tool goes inside. And because that gate spring could go bad, whatever, it's also related to a stop or release, and it's actually kind of like a teeter-totter sort of design where this interacts with this. Usually not a problem until that gate kept going down and getting weak, or the weak spring, or that spring hops is the real issue because of vibration and that kind of thing. And it can cause the slide to just randomly go bad. Now, here's what I'm talking about, and if you don't understand why I'm talking in 1984 speak, that's because T2 is already here, and we're living in 1984. Well, this here would sometimes go down, and it interacts with this in a way. It's a huge design flaw. But after a couple months of dealing with them, first, they said, send me a new recoil spring and a new battery pack, and maybe that would solve the issue. And then when I got it finally, after like a month and a half, which is bad CS from them compared to years past, which is really weird considering I explained the situation, then I realized it's a huge design flaw. Now, apparently that happens way less because they made some changes to the frame. So the frame should sit a little tighter so that spring can't really hop the shark and get dislodged. I hope, theoretically. But then what about when I'm working in the heat versus working in the cold? One contracts, one expands. Yeah, I'm still very worried about it, but let's see if it is fixed or fixed enough. That design flaw is a bad problem. Now, I do got a new grip frame, a slide gate. I think the whole grip frame, even the mag release, seems new to me. Everything there, I think, is kind of new. I'll look at. Luckily, I got it wasn't in the box. I did get her to email me the things that were changed quite a bit. I also decided to drop in a brand new recoil spring. I hand racked it about 200 times so far. So hopefully, this thing will run. Let's check. And I apologize for the long intro, but 1984 in T2, always looking at us. Cyberdyne Systems is always watching. So, let's see if this thing runs. I got the original battery pack in there that has been carried an awful lot. Let's try a two-handed firm hold, give it a fair shot for the first couple shots. Okay, that was good. Let's try strong hand only. 124, a little poppy, probably because of the new recoil. The spring needs a little bit of breaking in. That's why I hand racked the slide. We can only strong. We can only little beaver tail and medium. Lip wrist. And the last one, so we don't know. But that is a good start. So far, so good. I really want to trust this thing again. And they're all on the 8-inch circle for evaluation in the placement location, which is good. Though a lot here from the weak hand only. I got to remember, I just don't have the trigger control. I got to aim more there than there for W8O. All right, let's run it with the new shorter battery pack flat. A holster, and let's just check at close range with some weak hand draws. Okay, dude, I'll give you my wallet. I'll give you a wallet. Okay, strong grip, that worked okay. But I am a big guy, former catch wrestler, BJJ, MMA, all the things. Here we go. Let's go weaker now. Okay. I'll give you my wall. Okay, it was a little weaker and it's still functioning. The gate is up strong now, but it did used to kind of fall down, which is the warning sign as it relates to this. These two parts should never have been engineered that way, and that's really bad. Now, it is a newer frame. Hopefully it's tighter, but again, I worry about weather conditions affecting that. They don't even sell a Pro model anymore that doesn't have the external thumb thingy. And I said I don't carry with an external thumb thingy. I would never want the external thumb thingy to accidentally get put on when I don't carry that way and I don't swipe left-handed that way. Okay? I'm right-handed. Here we go. Hey, dude, okay. Give me a wall, give me a wall. Give me a wall. There's a little more point shooting, but I was on. Give me a second to reholster. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, man, I'll give him a wall, give him a wall. That was in the neck. Everything else has been A-zone so far. I'll give him a wall, I'll give him a wall. T-box. T-box in 132. 132. I used to be able to do it in 0.98. Okay. I'll give him a wall. Give him a wall. Stop trying to look for the sight. Just push it out there. 1 second flat. That is the increase I needed. A holster. Very good for this kind of thing. I like the Kydex. It's a striker fired, right? Instead of leather's okay on a snub nose double action, but with a micro tool that is a striker spring activated, you definitely want a Kydex like this A holster. So it seems like a decent guy. Check him out. I'm gonna get more if I ever need it. Okay. Shot to the face and even lockback. And the loading gate seems firmly up. Okay. That was another run at exactly 1 second, by the way. There's our runs, other than the one I called the neck. So, you know what? I'm okay with that. And the T-box, really where you need them to go. And everything there is actually on the 8-inch IDP circle. So let's continue evaluating the value of such a thing, the ergos, the specs, and everything. Would I get one nowadays? I have a first video I like, but it's had enough issues. It's going to take a while for me to build confidence in this again. But 2 out of 3 battery packs so far. So let's do the last one. All right, let's try a 2-hand hold at 7 yards this first run. Walking in transitional space or at the gas station with hand on. Look at my 9 reasons to carry a bug. With hand on already. To get better at learning how to shoot two-handed left hand, not just weak hand only. 146, 52, 48. So slow on those splits, left-handed versus right-handed. All right. I don't know. I mean, maybe they took care of it as best as they could. I sure hope that's good enough, because there's certain times that I need to rely on this in, you know, certain environments and things like that. And the security pants I like wearing, working my job, it's better with this than a snub, because the pocket's kind of tight. It doesn't like expand out that much. And a reliable presentation is very, very important. So, little unhappy with how many times I had to call Ruger, to be honest. I had to keep bugging them to finally get an RSA, and they're like, oh, it had to be made. And that took like a month and a half, I think, until I got the RSA and the mag, did research, and I'm like, I'm not even going to switch that out and waste ammo. That's not the issue. Then it took a long time to like get everything sent in. Trying to fight with them, was hoping they would give me an LCR 9, figuring 5 for sure would be better than this. And I don't even want a new MAX9 because they don't make a no extra external thing anymore. They don't make a Pro model anymore. Now that ran, I'm happy it ran. I don't know if I mean they did what I kind of needed, but it's not the same. CS experience as it's been before. So would I recommend someone going out and getting this tool? I'm sure it's a way less issues than previously. Maybe they made the frame a little bit thinner. Maybe the spring a little bit better or something. Though knowing it's a design flaw and temperature changes really worries me. So I don't know, guys. Let me know if you got any RUGER experience. You know, in the MAX9 and Security 9s, Security 380 is a good option for elderly disabled. I talked about that in that video. What about the little 3 LCP Max? You guys have issues, or was it good to go for 300 rounds and then you started having some reliability issues? Are you checking weekend only with bad grips? That you might have to in an unorthodox position, especially with micro things, micro tools. You need to check the limp wristing factor. You need to oil them more often, at least every 3 months on the rails and hood, barrel hood and tip of the barrel and things like that, if you're carrying them. So please always comment, share, subscribe, get down there in the comments. There's my recent experience, and let me know yours down below. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Kaboom.